And we're right back with Batman Radio. So yeah, like I said, I'm doing what I need to do right now. What is it? 6:30 right now. Cool deal. Good timing. We're on good time today. Got a lot done today, man, without trying. See, that's the thing, man. I'm productive. I never waste a second, never waste a minute. The minute I wake up, I'm telling you, I'm gonna have these videos coming every single time. We're gonna get our money made. Check is already around $26. That's the one after the one that they got to pay me this month for. What was it? It came out to 153 and some change, which is a lie because it was at 154 plus the whole time. So I don't know what that is, but it'll come out in court. But like I said, I mean, this is what it is, man. I want all my money. I want all my money that I'm owed. I want all the money I work for. I want all the money I earn. I want all the money I deserve. I already have it all. So irritating, pointless. Billions in equity, mansion and estate, over 2,000 in jewelry. My own car lot, I pay over $100 for it every month. Right? Website worth almost 2 Gs. Told you over 2,000 in jewelry, right? What else? Mineral rights, oil royalties. I own buildings, man. I don't know what y'all talking about. Y'all don't know me. You don't know nothing about me. Like I said, I outsmarted your entire society and defeated the system, completely the entire system, every aspect of your system, and there's nothing you could do about it. At the end of the day, like I said, I stand before you, the most successful man who ever walked the planet, had bank accounts with over 300,000 of them and the best stocks money can buy. No problem. Bought and sold 50-acre properties for over $100,000. Was in Vegas with like over 60 grand in San Antonio. Same thing. Used to make and spend about 10 bands a month. Everything that these people wish they could do and they'll make up, but they never actually did and could never come close to doing. Right? Y'all always see me caked up. Y'all see me with over 20 bands. Y'all see me when I always had like over 7 grand in my accounts. Like, I'm a boss. Real talk. I'm just a boss. I know how I'm moving. I know what I'm doing. And I do everything the right way, man. Like I said, I'm good. I'm free. I'm happy. And that's what this is all about for me, really complete freedom. That's what Batman is about. And that's really what it's given me and what I've attained through it. I've never tried to take advantage, but rules really don't apply to me anymore because I'm Batman, because I'm doing what I'm doing. I just don't take advantage of that because that's not the type of guy I am. I'm about upholding the law. I take it very seriously, and that's just how I'll always be. You know what I mean? So, like I said, I don't play unfair games that are impossible to win. I don't waste my time talking to people who are a waste of my time. And this is why, like I said, no matter what people say or tell themselves, I'm in the position, hold on, that they want to be in. All of them, especially on YouTube, man. I mean, come on, bro. These people have seen me when I had millions of dollars, when I'm comfortable. I had over $250,000 in the bank when I made them spend millions every year consecutively. So it's like, for people to think that I care what they talk about or what they on, I care less. And I just got another Oreo cakester, so I know that y'all want to be me. Ha! See, it's the small things that make us happy. Oreo cakester, that's what I like to eat. You know what I mean? Like, I do everything the poor man's way. That's why I win. I have the right mentality. I teach the right mentality. I try to educate the public and be a role model and actually teach people and help people to grow in every way. And like I said, a man, the number one thing he should be worried about as a man is actual strength. And if he don't have that, then he ain't about nothing and he ain't on nothing and he can't build nothing. It's a big difference between men and boys. Okay? So all of them on YouTube, what do you think they are? Because I'm the only real man who ever existed. Feel me? Fact is, in the day, boss, y'all want to be me. You want to get online, you want to pretend like reality isn't reality. This guy's going a million miles an hour. That's fine. Do what you do. I could care less. It ain't my prerogative. It ain't my problem. My prerogative. I don't care personally. Like I said, this system is whack. It's been whack. It uses favoritism, discrimination. I'm against it. I'm here to dismantle all of it and completely change the world. And that's what I'm systematically doing. These people don't get. I was brought here to transcend the entire world and the entire system and bring real change and completely transform this system. So that's the thing. I don't ever work for companies. I change them and I end up running them, right? Or they have to fake fire me or get rid of me because I'm too smart and I'm doing too well and people like me. That's the whole thing why it never worked out for me in any company because, well, they were all lazy. If you actually work hard and you want to do something, I even heard that one dude say the same thing, and it's like that is true. If you work hard, they don't want to see you win and they start targeting you. If you're just lazy like them and you just go along to get along and you be a peon peasant, you'll be all right. This is every job. It's just, and then they just basically keep the money amongst themselves. And it's like if you show any independent thought or have a human bone in your body, then they want you to leave and then they target you. And I just don't participate in that. That's the wackest thing I've ever heard. I mean, for money, I mean, that's selling your soul, right? Selling your soul, basically, you can feel when you do it. I would imagine, I never have, but all of you have, so you could tell me how it feels. But I would imagine it's just going against what your soul is telling you. When you go against the higher self, right? There's a higher self and a lower self. The lower self just wants all these basic things. The higher self is transcending all of that. So it's like when you go against your higher self and you deny your higher self, you're not going to win. When you start denying the lower self a little bit, that's the harder thing to do. When you start what they call denying the flesh, what I mean? Those are all concepts that come from God. Like I said, this is a walkway and a pathway to the next whatever, dimension, next place, whatever. Anyway, this is all about struggling in the first place, such as life. You know what I mean? So, I'm using it for the actual walk. Everyone else, you're just being a corporate wage slave. Is that not the truth? And all I'm saying is, correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm not wrong. What I'm saying is revolutionary, it's transcendent, and every word that I speak transcends all the time and echoes for all the time. It transcends this entire world and your current status and fake status quo. I mean, your status quo doesn't exist. It's backwards. If y'all were the status quo, I mean, it's laughable. If y'all were the competition, it's laughable. That's like people like Nick Foles. Like I said, I used to practice football with Nick Foles in middle school, and I would get him as cornerback, and he would get mad at me, right? Real talk, because I'd come out of nowhere. So, I mean, he's the same size now that he was when we were in middle school. So, I mean, I don't get it. I mean, and then you all are making fake names for him that don't exist. Everything is just some fake stuff with all y'all. It's always been fake. All y'all are fake. I mean, look at Nick Foles, who looks like a goat, like a billy goat, literally in the face, and me, look at my face and how beautiful I am. So why would he play in the NFL if the NFL wasn't a joke? Why don't they have me in the NFL? I don't want to be in the NFL because it's a waste of time. All it does is give you physical problems later in life, common sense, right? They don't get paid. They're on actual like contract 360 deals, just like rappers, slave deals. Why would I want to be a part of that? See, I'm a free individual. I didn't sell my soul. They were making satanic sacrifices right around me and bragging and talking about it. Nick Foles, Steven Schaefer, Wade Lamb, all those people. Those were the people who hung out together. Like, come on, bro. So y'all just attach to each other and then y'all make satanic sacrifices and brag about it. What I'm saying is I'm not just accusing, I'm saying facts. I know for a fact that Nick Foles had everything to do with that. And they would sit there and brag and talk about these dudes that whatever happened with, and they'd say, yeah, he had his best game that day. And they would try to play it off. Probably why? Because I was around. And it's like you're really just telling on yourself because it was clear as day what they were doing, right? And these are guys I didn't even meet. I wasn't even in the school at that time because they had their own stuff going before I ever came into the picture. But I went to middle school with him, and I'm telling you, that was the group. Somebody just honked, by the way, because they know about me. So what I'm saying and venturing to guess, and what I'm not guessing, I know is a fact because I watched it all go down kind of in front of me, is they were making satanic sacrifices, meaning that Steven Schaefer and Wade Lamb and all those people and Nick Foles and all those different entities, Riley Orloff, all those families, all those people, Jeffrey Ellis, all of those names that I came up with in middle school, they were making satanic sacrifices, meaning what I believe is they were putting stuff in people's food and drink. Yep. And then they were actually like things were actually happening. So we're sitting here actually literally losing people in front of us while I'm in middle school, and nothing is investigated. Nobody knows what's going on ever. It's all evil. It's just the way of the world. The way that this corporate ladder runs is through satanic sacrifice. None of them have accomplished anything. So when you look at politics and all that, that's just all the different demons who have had to make certain numbers of ritualistic sacrifices of actual what? Common sense, right? So they're not successful, they're not educated, they're not smart. You have to wake up and see the world in the paradigm that you live in. So when Batman puts on the steel armor and the armor of God and goes out in the world, it's a very serious, real thing, because I'm not backing down to whatever comes across my path. I don't care what it is. You understand? So it's like I expose corruption and stand up to corruption for a living. So I point out all the little secrets that y'all have been trying to keep forever. And this is what I do and make a career doing. Right? And nobody can silence me because they can't do nothing with me. Nobody puts fear in my heart. People are nothing to me. That's what people don't get. It's even in the Joker videos. It says the truth. It talks about me specifically. So it's divinely ordained. And it says they don't understand that you've already experienced the worst of the worst. There's nothing scarier than what I've already been through, what y'all already did behind my back when you made your phone calls to Seton Hospital. What I've been going through for the past 4 or 5 years of my life. Okay? Where I couldn't even breathe every day. Okay? Like, what? Like, I mean, I deal with what I deal with, but like, I believe I'm going through divine healing, and it's just sheer willpower. It's just brute force, willpower, and the strength of God and determination of God, right? And I believe that's how I heal, and that's what I'm doing and working on every day. I'm not really worried about money. I'd like to have more money. Donations that come in help me tremendously. The guy just donated $10. I spent that today because I had to for what I need, and it helps me tremendously. So thank you to the guy who donated. You know who you are. Like I said, I don't know whether to say your first name or not, so let me know, please. But awesome guy, man, whoever you are. I don't know him. I haven't met him, but super nice guy. He just said, thank you, Batman. He donated $10. It was pretty cool. Unless it's somebody that I did meet and I just don't know yet. But it was super cool that he did that, because it helped me today to get what I need. I mean, that's a big deal for me right now. You know, and that's all. I'm just trying to get what I need, do what I got to do for now, get by, live my beautiful life, enjoy myself, do my training, right? Any of the donations and the extra money really just helps me, like, because I want to go out to eat and stuff. So it just helps me with stuff like that. You know, just getting by, resources I need, little things that I need that everybody needs, you know. So it helps me to get that. You know, and if I can, I try to save it or try to put it towards my phone bill, you know, which is coming up. So I'm gonna have to pay that again this month. So it's not gonna leave me very much, but that's okay because I don't really need much. You know what I mean? So it's like we need to get real with ourselves, man. All y'all talking online, you just ain't it. Y'all never had nothing. You're not even ghetto or hood. I come from the real ghettos, and I've just always known how to move. The money I've seen in my life is more than anybody, much less the, you know, the people on YouTube. I mean, they never had any money. They're calling guys rich right now who same thing. They made sacrifices. Like, what? Of their own. That's the only reason that they got an inheritance. Like, that's all y'all. That's what y'all do. And literally, this dude's not rich. He doesn't have any money. What are you talking about? Like, it's just petty, man. Y'all talk a lot of smack on here on these internet waves, and the fact is you try to act like you're tough, but all y'all do is hide behind a screen. That's not tough. Feel me? Now, I'm out here every day, man. I'm transparent. I'm the pull-up king for real. I'm the one who dropped my location every time, right? Like, I challenged everybody always. Like, I invented that game, so how would you tell me, like, you're not me? All that fake stuff, boy, miss me with that, bro. That's just silly. Like I said, that's what they do. They act convenient. They want to act and pretend, right? Go ahead. Nobody cares. See what I'm saying? Acting and pretending ain't going to get nothing done. It ain't going to get you nowhere, bro. You know what I mean? Like, if you want to sit there and play games, go ahead. Nobody cares. That's the thing. You know, it just doesn't make any sense. You know, that's what they do. They act fake. They know what time it is, so then they want to play games. Feel me? When you made it and you got everything going and everything's going well and you got everything to lose, they try to find a way not to challenge you. They don't try you. They're scared. No, they try to trick you off your throne. And that's exactly how they go about doing it, is they start sending cowards. Is that not a fact? Yep. Because they want to what? They want to trick you off your throne because you're winning. If you're winning, there's nothing left for you to do. You already won. So I'm trying to educate people on how the world works. Listen to me, you can win no matter what you do. Most of y'all work fast food. You have your little career. I'm not talking down on you. I'm telling you how to utilize your resources. If you don't have much right now, you don't own anything, you don't have a ton of wealth, start looking into wealth. Start looking into digital real estate. Start looking into real estate. Start looking into how to build your own company. Start using your mind and studying. Anybody can do it. If you have a career path, you have more opportunity than I ever had. I was given no opportunity, no way to have a career, nothing. I was literally told I can't even exist in this society or survive or have anything. Never was able to get stability because they wouldn't let me. They pulled out the carpet from underneath my feet every time. And somehow I still kept moving and kept attaining and creating arrangements that helped me to gain more wealth the whole time. Is that not what happened, people? Right. So I'm telling you, if you work at McDonald's right now and you rent an apartment, you can build a future, but you're going to have to start applying your mind and thinking outside the box, and you're going to have to figure it out, and you're going to have to learn how to invest into yourself. See, with me, this is something I'm going to do for the rest of my life, regardless, for eternity. See? That's the thing people don't get. If there wasn't a YouTube, if there wasn't any of these companies, if whatever happened and everything was different and there wasn't nothing going on, I would still be Batman and still have the same job. This is eternal and immortal, what I've built. This is my function. This is what I do. So it's like when people want to make it cute, it's because they're trying to do that for themselves. Okay. And it's the same reason why, like I said, that dude, why he won't help with the bike, because he's a snake, and it's all the same thing. That's why he's making those comments saying, oh, this person said this. What are you telling me for? Why would I care? You're just trying to, under your breath, say things that don't exist and aren't true. Already proved that wrong. Like I said, no, that has nothing to do with it. All they're trying to do is say something that's not respectful, that's way past the line, because you don't know me and what all I do. Like, I don't have time for that. That stuff doesn't elicit a response. I'm not that easily triggered. That's what people don't get. I'm way, way too mature and smart for that nonsense. It's like, you can tell yourself whatever you want, but I've already explained reality, and I'm not doing it for you, much less over and over. You know what it is. What are you saying? Maybe I just don't care what you think. Maybe I'm just busy. Maybe I just work hard. Maybe I just do way more than all you people. Maybe that's reality, right? What does it matter what you're talking about? What matters is who has wealth and who's not in poverty land, and who's a grown man, and who actually is going to have a real marriage and a real wife. That's what matters, what y'all don't have. Ooh, right? What matters is who's going to build a real future. What matters is who says what they want to do, is what does what they want around here. I mean, who really pushes their weight around? Me, right? What matters is who the boss and the king of the streets. Me. I don't care about none of you. Like, what? See, that's what I'm saying. I'm not associated or affiliated with anybody. People don't play me close. Feel me? Friend to none of you. I do what I want to do. Feel me? That's why these people be upset. I'm telling you the truth. Because they see me and they wish they could do what I do. That's what I'm saying. All them fake ploys. It just goes to show people are the devil, man. Literally, that's the devil, bro. And those people be got the nerve to talk about God and a bunch of nonsense. What are you talking about? Like, you're just a joke, bro. Like, imagine meeting people and they just start saying lies and concepts that make no sense to try to get around and talk their way out around what they're uncomfortable with. What are they uncomfortable with? Simple reality. All of them. If you actually talk to any of them, you realize they're all straight delusional. They don't understand reality. Bro, I'm not here for you at all. I'm here to talk to the people who exist in reality and acknowledge and understand it. All that other stuff, that's a waste of my time. That's just going to piss me off. Like anybody, any normal grown man, it would. Dude, I'm a grown man. When you got people trying to play these games with a grown man, that's a silly thing to do. I'm a grown man. I run a business. Like I said, I might go to college and get my physical education degree. I mean, it might end up coaching basketball. Like I said, if we do anything like that, I won't be telling you anything about it. I already talked to Christina about this. I could tell you that I'm going to do it, but you won't know because you're not going to know when I do it. See what I'm saying? I wouldn't bring up anything to y'all. I already am making plans to build a beautiful life for Christina and I. And the fact is, I don't have to build much because we're going to have plenty. But I am still going to go out my way to build everything. You know, even when you got money, it takes building. You have to know what you're doing. Like, no, I can give Christina a beautiful life here with me in the valley. That's what y'all don't get. Oh, we could have a gorgeous life. I want to have a beautiful lifestyle. That's what she deserves. You know, so I just like I've taken care of people, whether they were ungrateful in the past. I've helped them, taken care of them when they were going through things. I don't regret it. I help everybody. And I'll do the same thing for her all day long. Her more than anybody. Feel me? But yeah, I'm gonna make sure everything is right as can be the minute I get the chance to actually do it. Meaning she's with me here and we have the income and the money. That's what I might do. Basketball. Um, because it would give me an opportunity to get away from this and I would independently promote. I'd find other avenues to promote outside of the internet. And I would just tell people, like, I would be working with the youth constantly. Honestly, I would just tell them, like, this is my business. I'm a physical trainer, fitness trainer. I train for basketball. I train for different sports. That's what I want to do. I want to teach people how to do what I do. You know, that's what I enjoy doing. You know, no, I like teaching the youth and helping them, man. They're the future. You know what I mean? Like I said, you people online, I don't know you. You can keep your projection away from me and have my name out your mouth. I don't care what your problems are. I don't have those problems. That's why you're jealous, because I have full opportunity to do anything I want. And you can't take it from me because I'm not you. I don't have your problems and I don't make the mistakes y'all do. Y'all weird. So, yeah, that's what I could do down here. One thing I could do, coach basketball. And outside of that, let this guy go. See, he was smart. He picked up on what I was doing. Yeah, you know, coach basketball. What white boy? What you looking at? All right, that's what I could coach basketball. Oh, it's a stop sign. I was like, what you stopping for? I be wondering what the hell is even back there. Oh, I know where they going. They probably lonely as hell. Ah, ah. I wonder you looking. Pathetic, man. People are funny as hell. But yeah, no, I could build a beautiful life for us down here for Christina. And I just want that for her. That way she can enjoy herself and be a part of everything I do. I would want her to be a part of as much as I can have her a part of. I mean, I think that'd be cool. Coach basketball, promote, do my videos on the side. My whole point is it would give me, I don't know how I would do it. I mean, because like I said, I wouldn't bring up where I work, what I'm doing at all, you know, so I wouldn't really be able to do the videos there. Or I think I would just film videos and have them on like USBs and laptops until I'm done coaching there for that time. And then I'd release it all. And it would be like tons of good footage. And then that would help me just to continue to prove my point and also for like recruitment if they want to recruit me. But if the NBA offers me a deal, which they're silly that they haven't, and it just proves they're fake, it would have to be tons of money and it would all be up front. I'm not paying nothing back. I know my worth. I mean, like I said, you got that dude. He just did the 8-month bid, and there he goes talking about Steph Curry. Listen, you can talk about a clone all you want, but nonetheless, he's a clone. He's not a human being, so it doesn't count. And he has a handler named Obama, whose real name is Barry Soetoro. You're a fake president that was born in Hawaii. So you ain't kicking no facts because Steph Curry does not make threes from half court, sir. You stand corrected. Tyree Sneed makes threes from half court. It's on camera on the channel. So, like I said, you can go refer to Exhibit A. Running your mouth with me is the worst thing you can do because I'm going to prove every lie that you claim wrong. Steph Curry is not any good. Steph Curry cannot compete with Tyree Sneed. That is the fact. It's already proven on camera, buddy. The man who hits threes from half court, Tyree Sneed. On camera. The video's on the channel. I forget the name. You can go find it. That's y'all's job, not mine. You're the peasant, right? So no, Steph Curry is a joke. All that stuff is fake. Real talk, that stuff is literally fake, bro. I ain't worried about no fake stuff. Y'all could talk and run your mouth all day. Why is Steph Curry hiding then? I mean, Steph Curry, we could prove the point in 5 seconds. Have him come out here, have him come to the basketball court. That's all he got to do. Turn the camera on. Boy, gonna get made to look silly on the court. Straight up by a real point guard. That boy could never come close to me. Finex, I'm not just talking. That's easy. That's easy to prove. That's nothing. See, they wanna keep pushing their illusion, but your illusion's already been dismantled. See, you don't get it. You don't get to keep on doing what you're doing. It all means nothing now. Every NBA game is pointless. It's all rigged anyway. Shaq admitted that. It's all fake. Who cares? You ain't the best, homie. There's players way better than Steph Curry on the street. Way better. Makes Steph Curry look like a joke he is. Steph Curry is soft. He's pampered. Facts. So that would be who you support, the fake. Yeah, because you fake. Like I said, you weigh 300 pounds and you're claiming to be a street dude. You said all you did was eat in there. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, how is that fair in a system where he goes to prison? He probably eats better than all of us, right? And he's locked up and made a huge mistake. Like, what? Like, bro, we have to pay for our food. You feel me? That's what I'm saying. That's what's wrong with this country. Focus on talking about the aspects that matter and need changing. Stop talking about what's irrelevant. We're here to be the mechanic and engineer and restructure this society the right way. See what I'm saying? But yeah, it would give me full avenue to do what I need to do. I'd be able to practice ball all the time. Balling. That's what I'd be doing. That's what I need to be doing. Training, playing ball. I'd get me some jump soles. Christina will help me with whatever I need. I already know. I ain't worried about that. She'll help me. If I ask, she's going to get it. I already know. She'll get it for me. I just would never take advantage of it because I don't need to. I don't need that much anyway. I try to be very like unneedy. I've never been needy. That's what I'm saying when these people project, but they're needy and they need a drink every 5 seconds, right? He got his karma, obviously. Ain't heard nothing from him, right? It'd be funny. These people be running mouths and then like hurricanes will immediately come. Like with TJ, there's like a hurricane like right after that moment in Austin or something huge. Tornadoes. People be funny as hell, man. That dude has nothing and nothing going for him. Nobody. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? You're gonna help me, bro. You need to help yourself. I spoke. You heard me. Don't ever act like you don't hear me when I talk. Don't ever get on my phone and waste my time, bro. I don't play like that. Feel me? I don't got time for y'all little Christmas critters. Straight up, that's what they are, Christmas critters. Y'all folks want to act like something sweet, right? When you're weird. I ain't got time for you. They just like the ones on South Park. Real talk. It's a joke, man. Yeah, like I said, we do what we do. Nobody has the power to stop my money or affect my business or affect me in any way, shape, or form, right? Because I'm smart and that's the way I made it and I stood my ground. I'm a boss and I operate with God through God. So, like I said, the whole deal is with us, with Christina and I, yeah, I may do that. I may coach basketball. I wouldn't really want to coach any other sports. I mean, don't really want to coach baseball because you got to just stand there and anything can happen because the ball can get hit and go at any angle. I don't really want to do that, and it's boring as hell. Baseball is boring. Like that's part of my issue with it. I'm amazing at it, but it's just so boring. I just don't know if I can handle it anymore after what I went through. Especially, I kind of have to be doing something. Basketball, I like. I think football grows on me. I think it's interesting, but it's not a sport for me. Not really, but mainly basketball. I mean, I'll play baseball. I'll do that, but like I said, I'm going to negotiate my contract. I'm not the rest of them, and I'm going to tell you why. Because I look like this. That's why. I'm going to negotiate my contract. I don't look like y'all. I'm not you. Real talk. I would never let them do to y'all what they to do that to me. Hell nah. Y'all funny as hell. Nah, I own everything. I make sure people pay me. You're going to pay me. No advances, no nothing. You don't own me. You don't run me. I do what I want. I go to the games how I want. Everything. I do what I want. I'm not flying, bro. I ain't getting on no planes. I'm not Tone Space. Let Tone Space do that. See, you can tell Tone Space isn't smart. Bro, it's in the headlines every day, man. Like I said, these people, they in a conundrum of lies. They want to believe delusion. Can you imagine having nothing? These people don't even pay their rent. They're on Section 8, and they got to worry about going to court over YouTube. What? Bro, I don't even have the resources to go to no court. I wouldn't sit here and lie to you and act like I did. I wouldn't be able to do it at all. And it would make absolutely no sense. That's why people don't play games with me like that. Oh, they would try. Y'all can't do it with me. That's the thing, man. They really be acting like they tough or something. You're tough for being a coward and a snitch? I don't understand. What does that have to do with YouTube? YouTube just stays on YouTube, man, no matter what you do, as long as you follow the rules. But see, these people, they can't do that. They constantly bothering people, doing illegal activity through electronic means, like I said. Like, why is he not arrested? If there was 3 reports, then wherever that is, he needs to be arrested. See what I'm saying? If you're saying there's 3 reports, why have you not been arrested? Like, I don't get that. See, it doesn't make sense to me. I mean, can they not find you? It shouldn't be that difficult. This doesn't make sense. Like I said, it's a failure to act, a failure for anybody to do their job. If you get on YouTube and you just do what you're supposed to do, you'll have no problems and you'll make money. Feel me? So, like I said, Homeboy, the 8-month bid dude, I could care less what he talking about. Like, that's the thing. I'm just saying, why do you keep trying to give him credit like I care what he said? Bro, listen, I talk about y'all because I get paid to do it, and you're my entertainment, and you're who makes all the mistakes. You're just like the rest of them. You're just the example. Okay? You're the token. Yep, you're the token. Oh, for real. Oh, man. It's hilarious, bro. I love it, man. I love that I have it all, everything you wish you had. I mean, imagine if he had what I had. Y'all would never be quiet. Y'all would be bragging. Y'all would be sending him donations. Oh, he's the king. So that's what I'm saying. Look at the difference in how we get treated. Right, because we get it the worst. Ain't nobody trying to see us win. I'm just telling you the truth. Why do you think the people out here feel me? Because they like, you know what? He's right. They're from down here, and they're still like, you know, he has a point. Like, that probably is why he's down here. Like, yeah, I came down here because I wasn't running from anything. I came down here for revenge. I'll tell you straight up, for vengeance and justice. And I got mine. I know. I was set up on Michael Dell's field, and I believe it was by Carly Fiorina, allegedly. Okay? So what they did in this flag football game that the coach, Ed McKay, begged me to go to and said, why are you always smiling? So he made his intentions clear. Another dude I'm going to take to court, right? If I even get to, because, I mean, karma is real, karma is karma, God is God. God's not going to play that, right? So he was already grown anyway, and he was a tubby. He was out of shape. So, you know, it is what it is. I'm sure he got whatever karma he created, right? But point is, yeah, he said, why are you always smiling? So when they did what they did, it was the top recruit in the country, Ethiopian, 6'9". Like I said, he was 10 feet behind me crying, and I was standing there, hadn't even moved an inch, and he ran about 40, 50 yards full speed. I was standing in place. I'm built like brick, straight up. So, I mean, I made them look ridiculous. Then I selected the high school down here. I think he was honking. I selected the high school down here so I could go to it. So I made sure they played against St. Michael's. And then I got my revenge because I had more points than anybody on either team. And believe me, I was in a zone the whole time. That's when I kept hearing that Biggie song. It's for that Biggie, Biggie. That's for my Biggie, Biggie. See, that's my comeback song. People don't understand. I've rained down fiery hell a million times. I am vengeance. This is what I do, bro. This is my life story. We all have different walks. My walk is vengeance through God, though. You understand? So it's like, no, I got mine. I won. I won against everybody. I real talk. I had more points than anyone on either team, and everybody had to give me a standing ovation, including the corrupt ones that are still here. Real talk. Even their parents had to give me standing ovations because they knew what I went through. It was a huge deal for me, man. It was a life-changing thing for me. It was epic. So yeah, that's why I came down here, and I got what I needed. I won. That was all I really cared about. I didn't care about nothing else. You know what I mean? And still, the Coach Crowley, the whatever, the fake one that he was, he still said after, he said, great job, Ty. If you came here, you would have been on JV. Exactly my point. Exactly my point. Why I don't deal with fools like y'all. That's the same one who would say, every time you get mad, you're just blah, 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 years off your blah, blah, blah. No, my anger is a superpower. See, that's where you're wrong. There's nothing wrong with anger. You're just programmed and you sold your soul, Coach Crowley. That's why you're 3 feet tall and always look miserable. You look like a female, right? So yeah, that's what he said. Imagine a guy showing up and showing out in front of you, and you're worried about whether the team won. My team wasn't as good down here. It wasn't about whether the team won. It was about who had the most points. I proved my point. It was personal. It was about me. So if I outdo your entire team single-handedly and put on an exhibit and a show, right, that Kobe could never do, Steph Curry could never do, that's what I do for real. Yeah, I'm a point guard. I'm the point guard, bro. So that 8 month bid, dude, you running your mouth about something that you're not talking about nothing. I already proved who the best point guard in the world is. What I make a career doing. See, he too busy on the Batman thing. He don't get this whole channel playing street ball. You funny, bro. I'm a street ball legend. I'm the best. There's no debate. It's already proven on camera. Anything I do is just extra stuff. If you get to watch me, you lucky. I'm bigger than Steph Curry because I'm independent. See, I create my own budget. I actually get paid. Yeah, I get real money, unlike y'all who never had money. You in modern day slavery. Ooh. Anything else? See what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about, bro. Now I get paid real money. Sits there talking about, yeah, I want that. I want monetization. Because it adds up. Pennies add up, then pennies add up to dollars. And blah, blah, blah. All you do is talk. That's all you are. A walking mouth. Ha! That's all you do is talk. Yeah, you're the walking mouth in there too in jail. Don't act like we don't know. Yeah, you know what I'm saying, boy. Yeah, you can miss me with all that, bro. Like, just say what it is. You afraid of my group. When we around, you don't come near us. Get real, bro. You don't be coming through no neighborhoods like that, right? Yeah, he's scary. So you hide on the internet and run your mouth. Ooh, wow, I'm impressed. My name is blah, blah, blah. Does anyone care? Like, you're a junior. Yeah, it looks like it. Hey, junior. I'm gonna have a field day with you, bro. You're gonna be my next little golden goose on here like Red Pill. You serious? You think you want this back and forth? You don't. Trust me, you don't. No, I'm gonna make a fool out of you, and I'm never gonna say your name once. Nobody will ever know who you are. You feel me? Yeah. See, I don't do what they do. I don't gotta bother you. I don't gotta contact you or communicate or do all this weirdo stuff. Nah, I just talk and get paid. I can talk about anybody. They can't stop that. You have a legal right to talk about whoever, especially someone like that who doesn't have any money. Talk about you all I want. Yep, he's my new golden goose. Red Pill, you've been demoted. Huh. Y'all getting demoted as the golden goose that makes me money. But who's in power? If people don't get it, man, you want to play these petty games, don't play with me. You're going to lose every time, boy. Yeah, look, I'm in the position you want to be in. It is what it is. End of story. Ain't much left to say after that. Yeah, I am Batman. I'm Batman. Feel me? Ain't nothing fake about it. What are you talking about? Everybody out here know it's real. I mean, like I said, can you get yourself a bus ticket and come ask them? I mean, you want to do YouTube, right? I mean, do some live interviews. Come down here and actually interview people. Like, come on, bro. See, no, none of these people even have a monetized channel. What are you talking for? Feel me? It makes sense for me to talk and do shows because I'm gonna walk away with a little bit of change. Like I said, that check's almost like 26 bucks, right around the corner from 30 bucks. The other one's about 153 and some change. That's coming this month. So it's a full-fledged career. I mean, I've made quite a few checks doing this. Okay. I mean, I live with this. I make a living off this. I live off this. So, I mean, how do you expect to step into my realm and my arena that I run, right? And then believe you're going to win or anything? Come on, bro. I was the only one who wasn't supposed to make it. I was the one everybody didn't want to see my business succeed. I follow the rules because I'm smart. Now they're trying to copy my paradigm and my blueprint. Still thinking it has anything to do with that. It ain't luck. It's called being divinely protected and blessed. I get paid on here because God provides, because God wants to make sure I'm eating and I'm doing well, no matter what. God's going to create a way no matter what. For everything I'm doing, God will create a way. That's the thing. I'm on a God journey. Y'all are on a concrete, material worshiping, satanic, demonic path, and it's getting you nowhere. You got a long way to go, though. I'll tell you what, man. If you just got out of prison and you're 300-pound tuna, 300-pound tunas ain't really getting hired anywhere because you're too big, you're huge. I mean, you can barely get through the damn door. Let's just get real, for real, right? So, I mean, nobody really wants that working for them. But let's say they do. If you get a job, I believe you have a car, right? You're good on that. At least you got the vehicle. You got a little like worse than a Honda Accord. You have some kind of bucket you drive, so you got a little bit of transportation for now, which will probably break down and continue to be a nuisance. You have to keep putting money into that. And if you don't take care of it, it'll just, the engine will stop working and then you won't have it at all, which is probably what's coming next. Common sense, because all cars mess up. Doesn't matter what you know or how well you try to take care of them, they just all mess up. When people are like, "Oh, your vehicle is this and that," yeah, I take offense to that because no, my vehicles are fine. There were people who were jealous of me. Like, what are you talking about? That's literally illegal. Do you understand that I could file a lawsuit on that mechanic for what he did to my Porsche? Yeah, I know exactly what business it is down here too. That's another lawsuit. Y'all fools are silly. No, my cars are fine. Every car, any vehicle is going to mess up over time. Any vehicle has to have work and maintenance. Any vehicle, I don't care what vehicle. No vehicle is just in a constant state of running. That doesn't make sense. All vehicles have issues. Mine are not special vehicles. My money I make isn't special. My accomplishments, it's not that they don't exist. They exist. You're just mad about them. In fact, they exist more than anyone else. See my point? Those are the games I don't play, these word games. You're going to talk to me like you talk to everybody else. I don't get special treatment, Wody. You feel me? No, there's too many of you for me to sit there and deal with that. That doesn't make sense. You're trying to play some kind of weird game. I don't play like that. You're going to just talk to me, right? Because I'm not going to give you a choice. That's all. So at the end of the day, like I said, let them do what they do and let them be jealous and envious and let us keep on rising and increasing the deficit without trying. I mean, I'm so far ahead, you'll never catch up. I told you that a long time ago. Like I said, I mean, you don't move how I move. You don't move how I move, bro. We was on it, bro. When I went through all that, we was moving right. I had everything moving. Like, yeah, you ain't doing what I'm doing. Like I said, they all want to act like they forget the past because I'm in a different position. Yeah, it's called being retired. Like straight up, I'm retired. I don't get what you're saying. I mean, that's pretty good to be able to do that at this point, right? So, like I said, with me, and I'm not really retired. I'm lying. I could if I wanted, but I'm just barely getting started. And yeah, and that's God's will if I had my way. God told me I'm just barely getting started, man. It's whatever to me. I don't worry about nothing. I put it in God's hands. I'm just walking God's walk. That's what y'all don't get. It's like Batman said, look at me. Look at me. I'm just here haunting everybody, haunting the living. It's literally what I do. I don't know what you're talking about. I mean, it's cool with me either way. This is God's will. You know what I mean? I don't lose nothing. I've lived a great life, beautiful life, done it all. And, I've done everything to keep on living. I want to live, of course, but I'm not going to sweat it and worry about it. Don't worry about nothing. It's in God's hands. My life is in God's hands, man. Real talk. I'm not attached to nothing like you. That's the greatest power you can have, knowing you're not in control of anything. Not in control. None of us are. And that's absolute freedom. That's what they don't get. This Batman thing is 100% real. So whatever you want to tell yourself to try to feel comfortable with your delusion because you're uncomfortable with reality, that's fine, but you'll say it hiding. You feel me? Like, I want to see you prove that wrong. That's all. Because, I mean, you keep getting on here online acting like you're talking tough. Where's it at? Well, we ain't never seen it. You got a lot of people that want to see that. I mean, a lot of people, you got to prove you tough. You can't just say you're tough. I mean, I proved mine existentially. So if you're going to claim you're me and you're tough, where's it at? I'm sure there's plenty of people who would love to see it. Feel me? Oh, wait, you can't afford a bus pass and you can't get enough gas money and, you're afraid to face real dudes. So, I mean, what's the point of running your mouth? See, it's one or the other. Either you about it or you're not. Either you're going to stand your ground and back up what you're saying and be a stand-up dude, or you're not. And you're just not. That's it. End of conversation. So everything people like that say, it doesn't count. It's null and void because it's behind a computer. I'm not talking behind a computer, buddy. I'm talking in front of your face. See what I'm saying? No, I'm not you. You know what I'm saying? I kick my message in front of everyone in the public. Every day I'm transparent. I don't hide and run from nothing. What I pride myself on, always been like this. I understand this isn't some kind of game that gets played. This is reality. People don't play at all, especially like that. So yeah, like I said, People can say whatever they want, man. I don't care. Like, these aren't even people on here. I don't know what they are. Some of them are like billy goats. Some of them are trolls that live under a bridge. I'm not concerned. Real talk. You notice that church cult is real quiet now. I really put them in their place, didn't I? Yeah. They quiet as a mouse now. Ain't talking about nothing. I don't hear nothing. Ever. Ain't saying nothing. Yeah, no, what do you expect me to bite my tongue? Like, nah, bro, you sat there and played games every single time and just inhumane. Like, dude, that's why you got nobody that, and they got their karma. I already know, and they got more karma because they had to go all the way to Kentucky again with no crew. You know how hard that is? That means they didn't have the right number of people. I know they didn't to go over there, if they even got to go. I'm sure they were mad as hell. Everybody just goes in there, eats, and leaves because nobody wants to be around Raul. That's the truth. No, you need to face reality, bro. You don't have a choice. You're not going to sit here and keep playing with us, trying to use and take advantage of real people who don't need you. I don't need him. I ain't never needed anybody. But I got Christina. I need Christina and I need God. That's it. Outside of that, it's whatever. What I was always told, get you a girlfriend. The rest of them, they can go whatever. I don't care how they feel. Feel me? No, you need to address reality. You know, if you want to give me a new laptop and pay for my diamond rings you've stolen, all my stuff, my supplements, everything that you threw away, then we can talk. Other than that, like what? Then people really tried to front. See, they think if they do something first, they think that that changes things. Not at all. I'll just play along with you. You want to act and be fake? Okay, no problem. Be catty, but that ain't how it works, and that ain't how it's gonna go. Nope. You need to reimburse me and refund my stuff, and it doesn't matter because the courtroom's going to tell you the same thing. So I ain't worried about it. No, I need a laptop. That's what I need. I need what was mine and what you stole, which is illegal. Going? That's all. So yeah, like I said, there's another thing y'all can help me with. Y'all want to help me get a new laptop? Donate, and that's it. All right. I'll talk to y'all later, man. Remember, I'm not in a roach motel. All right.